Welcome learners, I am Dipankar Vasumadari, teaching English in Gajera Rural School, Surat. Okay, and today's lesson today we'll discuss The Offspring written by Yanis Jung or Jung. I don't know how it is pronounced and I looked for an explanation but I wasn't able to find it. Anyway, we'll pronounce her name as Jung, and this is a famous writer and she's been a known feminist. Let's find some information on her. So these are the books that she has written. She's about 76 now, and the lesson that you are reading is from the book called let me see here, Lost Spring. The name of the book is Lost Spring: Stories of Stolen Childhood. And this book focuses on the children living in slum areas, and then there's a story in which she describes a child who was kidnapped and forced to work in the carpet industry, and here's a book. Anyway, so here also she talks about two slum children. One is Sahib Alam and the other is Mukesh. Both the boys face the same problems. The first one is from Bangladesh, and the second one the first one is a rat picker, and the second one is a worker in the glass bangle industry. So the first story goes like this. This is a boy who is rat picking. Sahib Alam is rat picking, and the author meets him, and when she meets him, she asks him why he doesn't go to school, and as a matter of fact, he says that there was no school in his neighborhood. And then the writer says, well, then the author says that she would start a school, and then the boy becomes very hopeful, and a few days later he asks her if she has been to a school, and she was kind of embarrassed because she actually said that she would start a school half-heartedly. She really didn't mean it, and she is now ashamed of herself for making a promise. She talks about his not wearing shoes also, and she thinks that this happens because of poverty, but some people also try to hide their poverty by saying that not wearing shoes is a tradition, and for children like him, wearing a pair of shoes is a big deal, and even if they get a torn pair of shoes, they will be very happy. And then she talks about how Sahib gets a job, but after getting the job, the writer feels that Sahib was not happy because he has now lost his freedom. He is now burdened by a responsibility of going to the job every day. In the next story, she talks about Mukesh, and this fellow is a little bit more ambitious. He says that he wants to drive a car. He wants to become a motor mechanic. But in their slum, this is a big dream. Nobody was allowed to change their profession. It was a kind of a curse that everybody had to live through their entire lives, and they assumed that being a good bangle maker was a caste. You could not get out of it. You were born into it. The writer goes to his place, and going to his place, she discovers that they live in a sordid condition. Sordid condition means they live in a very horrible condition. They do not have any sewers, they do not have any food, they do not have a proper house, they do not get 2 square meals a day. And then she wonders why people do not take any steps to get out of this poverty. And then she comes to know that actually there are some people who keep them poor, who want them to remain poor. And when they try to do something, the policemen pick them up, arrest them, and put them in jail, as if trying to better their own condition as a crime. So these are 2 stories that you have here.